Joining us now, Republican strategist and MSNBC political analyst Susan Del Percio, and Democratic strategist and CEO of Bellwether Government Affairs, Arshi Siddiqui. She's a former senior advisor to House Speaker Nancy Pelosi. And Susan, as we continue to see this blame game passed back and forth between Republicans and Democrats during the government shutdown, what will it take for President Trump to step in and help these negotiations? We really haven't heard him insert himself in these last 17 days.
Yeah, Vaughn, I don't think we're going to see President Trump get involved probably until the last week of October. And that's right before the November enrollment dates, open enrollment date starts, and people start seriously considering what their premiums are going to be and trying to figure out how their budget is going to work, if they can even afford insurance, health insurance, under this new, the new proposals that the healthcare companies are making, which are 2-3 times the amount of their current premiums. So I look for that. Donald Trump has a unique way of always finding like the right issue to drill down on, and he's indicated before that healthcare is something he does want to protect. He did that about day 7 of the shutdown, I believe. So he got a little pushback from his colleagues in Congress because he did kind of go over the skis a bit. But look for him to get involved there, because he knows come 2026, Republicans will be blamed if insurance rates are through the roof.
It seems like Capitol Hill is sort of stagnant. Watching the scenes play out of New York City, it's quite a difference in terms of visuals. What can Democrats, what should lawmakers take away in Washington from Zohran Mamdani's mayoral campaign specifically here in 2025, 1 year out from the midterms?
I think first and foremost is the cost of living crisis that continues and has really accelerated. So there may be a difference in terms of how you address some of these cost of living issues, but ultimately Democrats, I think, are united in the sense that there needs to be a fresh and new approach. And I think what we're seeing with Zohran Mamdani is what's undeniable about his campaign is that there's a fresh excitement. And then the question becomes is that can he translate that fresh excitement into viable policies that actually get the job done?
And can that be translated to Washington? What's happening at the mayoral level, can that be translated to members of Congress?
You know, I think the challenge on this negotiation has been interesting because it has not followed the tried and true blueprint on how these bills are negotiated. Republicans do need 60 votes in the Senate. They need Democratic votes. And for some reason, there hasn't even been a willingness to actually have a conversation, let alone a negotiation. So you all broke news yesterday in terms of an offer by Leader Thune, but that was, again, done in the press, and nobody's in the room together.
Arshi and Susan, thank you guys both here.